What's going on, people? It's your boy Forde, aka Forde. Have mercy. Now, I'm gonna let you know in advance the reason why I'm talking slow, because it's absolutely roasting here now. You're thinking, of course, it's roasting. It's in India, but I'm currently in Hampi at the moment, and those who know Hampi know that it's the most hottest place in the world. And me, being the brainiac that I am, I'm wearing all black from my previous night back bus travel, so I didn't even have a chance to change into anything lighter. But luckily, I've got this, which is essential water, and I'll be looking for some shade. So if I tend to wander off throughout this video, then you know the reason why. Now, I've assessed the players' performance this season earlier on in the week, and now I'm going to be assessing Rafa and his performance this season. Now, it's not going to be all bad, it's not going to be all good. There's going to be room for improvement, as anyone, because he's still human, but he's still a fantastic manager. Thank God that we got him at our club. Now, the main things I want to say good is obviously his interaction with the public and the media. You know, we've not had that in so long, probably since Chris Hughton at a push. And it's the way that he can speak to people, not lose his temper at the media, or people trying to get at him. Even if the people feel that he's got a negative way of playing, he still tries to turn it into a positive, and you've got to rate him for that. You know, he could easily just go into his shell and say, you know what, who are you to judge? You know, look at my CV, sort of thing. But at the same time, he's just so cool, calm, collected. I personally have spoken to him myself, and he just comes across as such a great guy. And you know, for someone with such pedigree to come to our club in the state that we're in as well, it just shows basically how great of a man he is. Now, the second thing I want to say is how he's changed up. Basically, the way we've played as well. We had no consistency last season, hence the reason why we went down. We kept chopping and changing things. We didn't have any rhythm to the side. Nobody knew what they was doing. Our defending was pony at best. Kind of is a little bit now recently, but again, throughout the majority of the season, it's got a lot better. We know what to do at set pieces up until the last couple of games, obviously. But he's fixed that. I'm sure him and his background have fixed that. And also the fact that he's identified more areas to improve. I'm sure we still got more to improve. In fact, I know we have. But at the same time, usually managers have come in and just sign attacking midfielder, and we look lopsided. But he's actually got in defenders, midfielders, attackers, even goalkeepers, even though I didn't really think we needed an additional goalkeeper this season. So those are the positives for Rafa this season. I wouldn't say the negatives, but things that he needs to improve on is starting off with rotation. Now, often or not, I can't guess what Rafa's thinking, let alone you or any other Sky Sports pundit. You know, maybe you can get a 7 out of 11, but definitely not 11 out of 11 unless, you know, we're suffering from injuries. Sometimes, in my opinion, I don't think they're necessary. You know, we might have won 2 or 3 on the bounce. He'll change it. Yes, he might want to rest players, but sometimes he'll just change them for the sake of changing them. So that's something that we probably need to look into going into next season. Also, substitutions. Many times I'm thinking to myself, why, Rafa, are we losing it to the last 5 minutes to make a change? We're chasing the game, or we need a winner, and you bring Mitrovic with 5 minutes to go. And those who've played football before, you know, not much is going on in the last 5 minutes constructively anyway. You know, balls are going into the box. You lose your style of play, you're just going for it. And you're barely going to get any chances if you're chucking someone on with like 5 minutes to go and whatnot. And then the last one is just the plan B, basically, or plan C. You know, as I said, it's a positive and a negative, this one, because, as I said before, we didn't really have a real consistent style of play last season. Hence the reason why we've gone down. Rafa's given that. We all know that we play 4-4-1-1, but so did the opposition as well. So, again, in certain situations where we've been calling for a 4-4-2 or something different, we've not come through with that as well, especially at home as well, where we've used, sometimes 2 defensive midfielders at home against poor opposition, where we should just be going for it sometimes. So those are the things I think we need to improve on. They're not negatives. You know, Rafa's human after all. He's still done a fantastic job. We're still in second place. By the time this video goes out, we probably would have won against Preston, and that's it. We would have been sealed promotion, and maybe we can go for the championship itself, and then we can start to rebuild for the Premier League. So just starting to think about Rafa's first season with us assessed. Hopefully he'll be there for the second and the third, and then build on his project, as he says, and go on to bigger and better things with us as well. So there you have it, guys. That's enough for me. I'm gonna look for some shade because I'm roasting holding this phone up, but I'll see you guys all soon. Keep it tuned. Oh, and I'll see you at Barnsley. Peace.